What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru. Time for the breakdown. So every single week, Monday through Friday, every day in between, I take the top Nintendo stories of the day, talk about them, discuss them, break them down, give my opinions on them. So,
here we go.
So this isn't my first go, okay? I just did a 5-minute video and just didn't like the way it was going. I was going to report about Persona 5 coming to the Switch, rumors, the article's coming from Nintendo Soup, but when you actually read the article, it is so confusing. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And ultimately, it just becomes one of these things of like, why are people reporting on rumors that are obviously just fake? And I got myself in trouble earlier this year by calling out people for fake rumors and stuff like that. If this is true, more power to everybody, and I'm very happy for the people that this makes happy. But man, to just like be heading down the path one way, and then Atlas comes out and says something, and you just shift to a different direction, doesn't make any sense to me. I don't feel like the Persona rumors are true as of this point. Hopefully I'm proven wrong, because I know a lot of people that would love to have Persona on the Switch, but it just feels like this set of rumors is just pie in the sky, grasping, trying to make it a reality, and it just doesn't feel right. So with that said, I wanted to move to a different topic, and because I don't have a whole lot today. Today's kind of a slow news day. After the Pokemon stuff yesterday, today kind of slowed down. So what I decided to do was to basically discuss Capcom.
And man, Capcom is really just punching Nintendo fans in the nads.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They're saying you'll have to pay extra to play classic Resident Evil games on Nintendo Switch. This has been a crazy thing that's happened for so long. The Nintendo tax has always been, ever since the N64 and the PlayStation, where games are going to cost more on Nintendo consoles because of the cartridges. And the thing that bothers me is this, is we've always known that this Nintendo tax was going to exist on the Switch. I mean, you can go back and watch Nintendo Talk videos that I did a year ago where I discussed this at length, at nauseum, where I felt like, you know, I defended Nintendo to some degree. And I defended the practices of other companies to some degree. But this is just getting to be ridiculous. This is getting to be so out of line, it's not even funny. So, with all three titles basically hitting the Switch a little bit later this year, they're all coming in at $15.99 on other platforms. But yet the digital release on the Nintendo Switch is $29.99.
So, we're paying double the price. Why?
Somebody from Capcom explained this to me. Because everything that I've heard is that the Nintendo fans support you wholeheartedly. We've been very helpful to your company in terms of like selling the most copies on the Nintendo Switch with the Nintendo Switch version, and this is the thank you we get. This is the thank you where you guys just turn around and go,
okay, man, just you guys just go ahead, get lack of a better term, just bend over, man, grab your ankles, and here we come.
Because man, I don't get this at all. I don't understand how this is okay with Nintendo. I don't understand how they even, I mean, I understand Nintendo's not going to go to Capcom and lobby for us. I mean, what sense would that make? Let's not worry about the consumers. Let's not worry about your fan base. I mean, it makes no sense for you to go lobby for us. I understand you can't make them do something with a game, but at what point does Nintendo or somebody from Nintendo not go,
hold on, guys. Why are you charging our people double the money? When you're not upgrading the game, you're not up-resing it, you're not doing anything to it. It's basically the same game that's going to go on the PS4. Why are you charging us more money? There shouldn't be more work done to it. No reason for it at all.
I don't understand this mentality. And you know who I blame? I don't blame Nintendo. I don't blame Capcom. I blame us, the consumers. And maybe by me saying that, you'll get mad at me, and I'm sure I'll get flamed in the comments below. But seriously, guys, when are we going to wake up? When are we going to stop buying into this? When are we going to stop spending money and telling them this is okay, when essentially it's not okay? We're constantly giving money to these developers, double, triple, quadruple dipping at times. And there's no payoff. There's no change in the game. And the game's essentially the same as we bought the first time. And not only that, like, the game is the same over here, but it's double the price over here. We got the Mega Man Legacy Collection. They skipped us on the Disney Afternoon Collection. Just totally was like, we're not going to bring it to Nintendo. Doesn't matter that you guys are buying all of our games. Not going to bring it to Nintendo. We're going to bring you other games. We're going to bring you Street Fighter 2. And then we're going to give you a Street Fighter Collection, which is the same games, basically. Ultimately, it boils down to it. We're going to give you beat 'em up collections. At least with those, you're getting compilations. You're getting a bunch of stuff. With this one, you're charging us $30 for one game that you're charging the other guys, PlayStation, Xbox, $15. And I don't even know if it's coming to Xbox, to be honest with you. Who knows? And no reasoning in the world is going to make me swallow this pill easily. Now, somebody from me that's never bought the game before, I guess, if I really want to play it, I guess I'll shell out the $30. But for people that already own this game, do you really want to spend another $30 when you could spend that $30 on some phenomenal games that are on the Switch that aren't getting love because they're buried in a monotonous eShop? I don't know. I feel like we need to do something as consumers. Us as the buyers, us as the fan base. If we don't stop buying these games, if we don't stop telling these manufacturers and these developers that this is okay, they're never going to stop. See, here's the thing that bothers me. You have companies, right? You have companies out there like Blizzard, which just laid off 800 employees while the CEO is making a ton of money and the board is making a ton of money. And I know there's other things that play a factor into all of that. But here we are, here's a company that has hardworking employees. And the media will tell us, like, no, you need to keep supporting them because there's still developers there that are working there. And you need to support them. But then you have people over here like Capcom, which are just taking a port and sliding it over and charging double the money. And they're penalizing us. So do we not stand up to that? Like, where do we draw the line here? Where is it okay to step up and defend ourselves and not purchase something and not feel guilty about it? Because here's what happens. This is what happens. Nintendo fans will take a stand and they'll go, we don't want this game. And the developers will stop supporting the Nintendo Switch, not because they don't want to sell to Nintendo. Nintendo fans don't buy anything other than Nintendo games. We heard that during the whole Wii U era. The entire Wii U era, that's all we ever heard from Ubisoft. That's why I think they know we have us, because going into this, that's all we heard. Hey man, if you want third parties to bring games, you gotta support the Switch. You gotta support them on third party. You gotta support the third parties on the Switch. It's gotta happen. If you don't, guess what happens? They won't bring games to the Switch. So we do. We go all in. I'm buying a Street Fighter game for $40, which, by the way, I already owned it. In the past. Why am I spending $40 for a remake? Not even a remaster. So basically slap it on a disc. We support Capcom, and this is the thanks we get. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully we'll stand up to this eventually. Hopefully we will be strong enough to make this change and just be like, we're not going to support that. Don't matter if you're not going to bring Resident Evil 7. Don't matter if you're going to bring the next Resident. We don't care. If you're going to rip us off, then we're not going to buy off you no more. And that's the way we need to be. Straight up. If we're not, then we're only hurting ourselves. We're only hurting our pocket. Do I blame Nintendo? Yes. Nintendo should step up. Do I blame Capcom? Yes. But I blame us the most. Because if we stood up together collectively and said, we're not gonna allow this to happen no more. We're done. If we spoke with our wallets, maybe some changes would happen. They may be changes we're not happy with, but at the end of the day, at least we spoke our minds. I can't support this stuff anymore, man. This is getting old and it's getting ridiculous. There's no reason why. I get it if a game comes out brand new on the console and it's been out for a year or something on another console and that's why it's cheaper because that's on sale over there. I get that. I'm okay with that. But man, when a game is coming out across the board on numerous consoles at the same time and it's 15 there and it's 30 here for no reason at all, I don't even want to go spend the 15 over there because I want to send the message completely and go, no, I'm not buying your thing over there. I'm buying it here if you bring the price down. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you okay with this? Are you okay with being gouged? And you know what? Let me back that up because that's not the way to approach this. Are you okay with being charged double to play a game on the Nintendo Switch versus, on the PlayStation? Let me know in the comments below. So that is all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, @Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace out, Preston.